Okay, Hariom, welcome to this session on the secret of Yagya. We are doing the this series of basics of Sanatana Dharma. So we will start with the chanting first, and then we'll do the discussion. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gananam Tva Ganpatigam Havamahi Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Ana Shrinvanutibhi Siddh Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganpataye Namaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So this is the session we are doing the basics of Sanatana Dharma, and on that the next part of it is the secret of Yagya. Because we all know that Yagya is an integral part of Sanatana Dharma, integral part of our way of living, an integral part of how to enrich our life with divine blessings and how to follow on our actions with the right attitude. So that is the main secret of Yagya, how to do it, what are the different benefits of it. We shall look. So first of all, we have to remember that in this process of Yagya, we have to be aware of what we are doing at every step. So whenever I do a Yagya with the kids or all other people around me, I try to explain what we are doing, because otherwise, like when we were young, we used to do it mechanically. It was like a game for us. So we are putting the havi into the fire, watching it burn, maybe chanting the mantras, but without doing it with proper understanding, the benefit will be there, but the benefit is going to be reduced. Right. So in this way, if we have a proper understanding of Yagya, then we will be able to entertain it in our minds. The right attitude and the right process will benefit us more. So just like in all actions that we do, we have to have a very right mindset before we go into any action. So in the case of Yagya also, we have to go with the same mindset. So when we do a Yagya, firstly, there are two kinds of approaches. One is the Atmodhar Yagya, where we take the main aim of raising our consciousness to the highest level. There the goal is not worldly gain, but elevating our understanding. So that is a part of every Yagya if we put in the right attitude. Even with Sakam Karma, we can add to that attitude that we are also offering ourselves. Because in Yagya, what is Yagya? Yagya is with Yud Dhatu. It means to join, to connect, or to become one with. Right? So when our Atma, the individual limited being that I thought of myself, I surrender that sense of brokenness or the sense of limitation, then I become huge, I become bigger. My Atma becomes Sarvabhutatma. Mam Atma Sarvabhutatma. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah is said in the Guru Stotra. So therefore the attitude has to be there of surrender, and surrender not of something in a negative sense, but surrender in the sense that we are reaching out to something higher, something bigger than what we earlier thought of ourselves. So that is the first part of how we go about it. Second is, when we do something, we do it with a sankalpa. We have a sankalpa. This is the goal for which I am doing a yagya. It might be for some occasion, for some season, for some project that we are about to do. It can be any of those. So we have to remember one thing. First of all, Yagya it is said Vishnu vai Yagya. So Vishnu, the Lord himself is Yagya. He himself has converted himself to the form of Yagya, whereby he can give us the benefits of our actions or fruits of our actions. So all the offerings are to the highest power, the supreme. And then when we do these offerings, the Lord gives us back much more in the than what we have given. So that is the biggest fruit of yagya. When we do yagya, we offer something small and we get something much larger. Whatever we give to the yagya, we get back manifold. We give small amount of annam, small amount of rice or whatever anna we are using there, and we will get it multiple times. So we are supposed to set aside the first part of the food that we have brought and or we have grown, and we offer first part of that to the Yagya Agni, so that the Lord gives us back more of that multiplied manifold. So always Yagya will multiply whatever we give back. The same principle actually applies to everything in creation. In everything in creation, whenever in the to the creation, whatever we give, we will get back multiple, manifold. We give love to people around us, we will get it multiplied manifold. We give hate also, we will get it multiplied manifold. So it applies to everything in creation. We put a small seed in the soil. Hmm. And that seed will go into plant and give us so many fruits. So therefore, whatever we offer with sincere love and with sincere effort, then we generate much more, many more times than what we have offered. Second thing, it will always not be that big. The hugeness of what you get out of yajna will depend on your sankalpa and towards what it is directed, right? So if we offer to something to the yajna with sankalpa to do something for ourselves, then if it be for just for our private gain, then what does the Lord see? The Lord sees that you are asking for something. He will give you only as much as you need. He will not give you more because you don't need more. So he will give you enough resources that are to satisfy your own need. But if my sankalpa is bigger, if my sankalpa is for family, if my sankalpa is for my samaj, society, for the people around me, then I get much more. Because my sankalpa is bigger, so because the Lord will give me much bigger. And this thing applies from one yajna to the next also. Right? So if we gain something from the yajna, how we spend it is also important. If we spend it more for the benefit of society, we consume whatever we need and then give more back to the society, then the society is also giving back to us because they see this person is caring for everyone. So they are also standing by side by that person. So that samashti bhav, it percolates through the yajna also. So whenever we do the next yajna, we get similarly higher fruits. So our culture or our Vedic system is built on the yam and niyam that are part of the Yoga Sutra. So there, if we saw that one of the key aspects is aparigraha. So of the yam and niyams, one of the main things is prayer. So satya, ahimsa, brahmacharya, aste, aparigraha. So these are the 5 yamas. So if you hold on to the satya, then you benefit yourself and the world. If you do the reverse, that is papam, asatya. It will harm the creation. So ahimsa, you are supposed to practice ahimsa. The more you do hinsa, the more people will suffer, more you will also suffer. Then asteya, the sense of non-stealing. If you don't steal from anyone, no one will steal from you. If you keep enjoy your own property, you enjoy your own benefits, no one will try to snatch from you also. And then brahmacharya, the more you stay restrained, the more you enjoy whatever only you need, then you will have more power, more shakti. It is said that when we are to open the Mooladhara chakra through sadhana, then we need at least 12 years of brahmacharya. That does not mean 12 years of unmarried life. That means 12 years of brahmacharya means 12 years of continuous restrained consumption. बहुत ज्यादा जो भोग में व्यस्त हो जाते हैं वो उनका कभी भी चक्र नहीं खुल सकता. If you are too much into self gratification, your first chakra itself will not open. And that is why the Lord, why does that happen? So it happens because the Lord has ensured that the one who gives to the more world will get more. So therefore your chakra opening will give you so many siddhis. The first chakra itself will give so many siddhis. Right. So, जो संभाल नहीं सकते, those who cannot control those siddhis, they will not get them also. The Lord is not going to give it to them. So therefore, when same way whatever we give to the samashti yagya, whatever we give to the society, the more we will also get back. The more the society will also bless us, the creation will also bless us. जितना हम देंगे उतना ही हमें ज्यादा मिलेगा. हाँ, जितना हम दूसरों को देंगे, the more we give to others, the more we will get for ourselves also. So that is another key component of the return we get from yagya. If we have expectations, we get less. If we have the desire to use that gain for more people, we get more. If it is for selfish gain, we get less. But we will get more than we offer. That is the rule. So जितना हम समझ यज्ञ में देंगे, and what does yagya finally do? The yagya, as we said, it is of the dhatu is the root word for yagya is yuj, to connect, and to connect means to merge into the higher power. So we align ourselves with higher powers. So therefore, when we align with higher powers, they also bless us because they have a wider range. A devta, the chakshu devta, functioning through all eyes. So he will give you more power. Same way with any of the devtas, when you offer to them, that is, you give your bhava to them, you give your emotion, your feeling to them, their feelings will be also more of the blessings and beneficial towards you. So therefore, the yagya has to be in the bhava of me surrendering to the devtas and using their blessings for giving more benefits to the world. जितना हम दूसरों का भला करेंगे उतना ही हमारा भी भला होगा. And we don't need too much for our sustenance. The less we use, the more stronger we become, the more sattvic we become. So that is the process of yagya. Right. So when we start a yagya, so we will take the example of the main yagya, which is the Agnihotra yagya, which is used in our process, in the dharmic process. So Agnihotra represents the starting of the process by which we learn to sacrifice the first food that we have. So whatever food we have procured, उसका पहला अंश हमने अग्निहोत्र यज्ञ में डाल देना. So that the Lord is aware that whatever part of my food I offer to the devtas, that is in a way I am offering to his creation only. So therefore it will go to the creation, because at the end of that is the dakshina. So you have to give to the beings, the birds, the people, the Brahmins and the needy ones around you. You have to give to all of them. That is the part of yagya every day. So that is the bhava that should be percolating. So first of all, we start with the purification, right? So when we do the first step, that is called the Pavitrikaram mantra. So the Om apavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksha sabhaya abhyantara shuchi. So that is the first mantra. So what does that mantra inculcate in us? That without purity we cannot enter into yagya. If we enter into yagya with too many impure thoughts or distracting thoughts, we will not be able to get the best benefit. Apply this to any field that you enter into in life, right? Be it business, be it work, job, whatever, your own daily duties, whatever you do, if you are not focused. Purity is what? Purity is amala, removing the mala, removing the impurities. And amala is what? Distractions. If my mind runs into 10 different directions, I will not be able to focus or perform the task that is at hand. I will be thinking about other tasks, and therefore the task at hand will remain underperformed. So that is very, very necessary if we have to enter into any field of activity. Any field of activity, the purification is mandatory. And what does that purification involve? Involves surrender to some higher power. I have this text here also, so I'll just see if I can share that onto the screen about. Yes, I think I have. Yeah. We can understand them there. So this is the short Havan Vidhi. So the mantra that we chant here is Om Apavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavastam Gatopi Va Yes, Marit Pundarikaksha Sabahaya Abhyantara Suchi. So I pray to the Lord to grant me that purity. So whatever impurities that I have, apavitrata, that I give up and I become pure. So I give up all the wrong feelings, all wrong notions within me, and sarva avastham gatopiva. So wherever I, whatever I see, want to do, or wherever I want to go, in every action, in every activity, I remember the Lord. Yes, Mare Pundarikaksham. Pundarikaksham is the name for Vishnu Bhagwan also. Pundarikaksham. Yes, yeah. So the one who has the eyes shaped like a lotus. So when you remember the Lord, the higher Lord, then remember that you see Him in all creation. He is in the hearts of all beings as the Antaratma. And therefore, when I see Him in all beings and all creation, then I have an outpouring of love towards all beings, and that creates a positive vibe within me. You go to work now, you will see, unless you have good relations with everyone around you, you will not be able to perform well. They will keep interfering with you. They will not let you do well if you have any kind of animosity. So that is sa bahya abhyantara shuchi. My inner and outer should be purified. That is my inner thoughts about how, what I think about myself, what I want to do. All that should be very, very focused. Hmm. And the outer also. So Bahya is outer, Abhyantar is inner. So inner and outer purity is a necessity. Right? Outer purity, my relationships with the people around me. Inner purity, my bhava should be of goodness towards myself and everyone and in creature. So once this shuchihi, this purity, once this shuddhi is attained, then we are fit to enter into yagya. Huh? So usually what we do here is we take water in your hand and then you sprinkle it over your head. So in this way, you do the pavitrikar. Next, you take that water, the pure water. Water represents purity. Water also represents action. Dharma. Jalam represents action also. So because it is constantly flowing, and that is how we should be. Constantly flowing in our lives without any kind of hindrance, without any kind of obstacle. That is the goal of life. So we remain pure and unsullied like water, and we be constantly flowing. That should be the goal of our life. So in Achmanam we do it thrice. So Om Amrito Pastaranam Swaha, Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha, Om Satyam Yasha Simai Shriyatam Swaha. So this is one way of doing it. There are so many others described in different traditions, like when we are at home, we do the Achamanam of Om Keshavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayana Swaha, and Om Govindaya Namaha. Finally, we say that. So, in that sense, here, what is the sense here? Here is that I should have that feeling of purity and immortality towards everything outside, towards everything inside, and I should always strive for Satyam Yasha Shri. Always strive. May I be blessed by the purity, by grace, by what auspiciousness, Shri. So all of these I should be blessed with. So when we say that, we attain the attitude of goodness towards everyone. In the other three, if I explain, then Om Keshavaya Swaha. So that represents also Keshina. Keshav is that form of the Lord who is glowing with light. So it represents consciousness, Chetana. So Keshavaya, and I say Keshavaya Swaha, may my nature as pure consciousness always remain in my forefront. So that is how I do Om Keshavaya Swaha. And then Om Narayana Swaha. Yeah, the Naroke Ayan, Narayana, the Lord who is percolating towards all beings, the one who is uh, permeating through every ounce of creation. So that represents the Sat aspect. May I always be awake in the aspect of Sat within me. So that is Om Narayana Swa. So when I remember that aspect, I see my essence as that pervading everything in the creation. So that is, yeah. So Narayana is Naroke Ayan hai Vishnu. So he is the abode into which all the uh, may you please mute yourself, Amit. Ajit. So, just shut this back. Sorry. Sorry. So now, Narayana Swaha, you take that Achmanam and you drink the water by saying the name of Narayan because that is represented by Naroke and so the Lord who pervades through all the hearts of the beings in the form of existence, Sat principle, right? So may I also remember my nature as the infinite Sat principle, the existence principle or the soul reality on which everything else is expressing. उसी के ऊपर सब दिख रहा है पूरा जगत. So that is the second surrender, you can say, and the second Achmanam. And then the third Achmanam is Om Madhavaya Swaha. So Madhav is what? The essence of joy, Anand Swarup. So Madhav, to revel in that highest joy, the joy that is not tainted by the joy of the limited joy of objects. जो सुख नहीं है, आनंद है. So Ananda Swarup Madhava. So may I be ever awake in that Anand Swarupa. May I ever be awake in that my nature as bliss, my nature as infinite, my nature as without any limitation, so that I don't search for happiness outside of me. I don't search for things outside of me. And then finally, Om Govindaya Namaha. So finally, I bow down to Govindaya. So Govindaya is what? Go is cow. Yes, but Go is also light. So in Sanskrit, the word Go, the primary meaning of Go is light. The secondary meaning is that of the sense organs, because they illuminate all the objects around us. And the third, or you can say the tertiary meaning is that of the animal that has white color, which is Go. So, so I'll explain that also. It's good that you asked. So, when, so we take the first three inside as my true nature, Yes, and then finally, when I just do the final chanting, Om Govindaya Namaha. So Go is the light. May the light of knowledge always be available to me. May it always illuminate me. Go Vindaya. May it always be available to me. Vind matlab प्राप्त होना. So may that light of knowledge be always available to me. So when I do that Achmanam, then the final one I just offer back to the Prithvi, because I offer whatever my knowledge is to all the creation around me. So that is why I wash my hands there. I have cleansed myself. I am using that drishti to look at everything in world. And because everything that we attain is from the Prithvi Tattva, so finally we offer it back also to the Prithvi Tattva. So that is the second part of it, right? And then finally, second one is Shikha Bandhanam. So this step some people skip because those who don't have Shikha, people don't use it these days, even though it is recommended in the Vedic sadhana. So that Shikha Bandhanam mantra is there. So in that what is said is you take Chidrupine Mahamaya Divya Tejas Samanvite Tishta Devi Shikha Madhye Tejo Vriddhim Kurushvame. So you just do the Shikha Bandhanam, you tie the knot there, and then you say Chidrupanim Mahamaya, because this represents where your Brahma Tej resides, your sharpness, the light of your intellect resides. जहाँ शिखा होती है. तो that Chidrupini Mahamaya, may that Mahamaya, that eternal goddess, the goddess of wisdom, who is of the form of Chitta, who is of the form of consciousness, Chidrupini, may she reside there, and Divya Tejas Samanvite, may she provide me with that bright effulgence, that effectiveness within me, that Tej. So that Tej means the light that is effective, that can illuminate everyone around me. Samanvite, that is included with it. Tishta Devi Shikha Madhya. So we pray to that Devi Ma to reside, Tishta, to sit there at the middle of my Shikha. Tejo Vriddhim Kurushvame. May you keep increasing my Teja. May you keep increasing my mental, intellectual sharpness. So that is what we pray for. So therefore now we are first, we are bringing in the aspect of cleanliness, then the aspect of surrender, and then the aspect of Tejasvita, the aspect of brightness. That is through the third step, Shikha Bandhana. And so these are all preparatory steps. The main Yagya is of course later. So we have a total of 31 steps in this Gayatri. So of course you can do this Agnihotra mantra with just two mantras. Just Om Suryaya Swaha, Idam Surya Idam Namama, and Om Prajapate Swaha, Idam Prajapate Idam Namama. So you can, there are different forms of this. Why are those different forms provided? Don't miss it. इसको miss मत करो, daily करो, if you can. So if possible, we should try to. Even if not physically, you should go and do it mentally also. So you can do it mentally because आप अपनी आत्म अग्नि में आहुति दे सकते हो. You can give आहुति to your inner fire, your inner consciousness. So that you can do. But if possible, do it physically also. Internal, it benefits you only. Out external, it benefits other also. Right? So therefore, you do it that way, if possible. So that is why short method is also given. The full method is also given. If you use the full method and you are slowly practice all the steps, you can do it in 45 minutes to 1 hour. Those who are very, very expert, they do it in 30 minutes also with the full procedure. But I recommend 1 hour. So that is the full procedure. So then the Shikha has been done. So just to go back, if you remember, the last class what we did was about Varna, Jati and Kula. So I'm taking this in series because through Varna, Jati and Kula, you learn of your goal in life. And then to attain that goal in life, you perform actions. Those actions are, you can say, described in the Yagya Vidhi or Havana. So that is the next step. So that is why we are going in this fashion. So then next you do the pranayama mantra. So first you close your one of your nostrils, open the left one and close the right one with the finger or however you have learned it. And then you chant the 3 mantras. The first mantra you take it to take the breath inwards. The second mantra you hold it in, the second part. And the third one you release. And there is another way of doing it also, which the more trained people do it. What they do then is they chant the Gayatri mantra, Om Bhubhuva Swaha, starting from Om Bhubhuva Swaha. Actually, Gayatri mantra starts from Tat Savitur Varenyam. But that Vyahriti, the initial part, is added for the surrender part. So that is added to the Gayatri mantra. But when you are doing an Ahuti for Gayatri mantra, you do with Tat Savitur Varenyam. You don't chant Om Bhubhuva Swaha every time. But some people do it, that is also not negated. Right. So anyway, you can do it. So when you do this, then first you chant the Gayatri mantra, Om Bhubhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. And then you take the breath inside. Then you hold it down there. Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. Then while raising it upwards, Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. You have to visualize holding it at the top of your head and then finally releasing it, visualizing, bringing it down back to your Muladhara chakra. Om Apo Jyoti Amritam Brahma Om Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam Brahma Bhubhuva Swaha. So Swarom also is used. Here Swaha is written here. So Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam Om Bhubhuva Swarom. So yes, that is also. Yes, Swaha Om. Yeah. So it is correct here also. So in this way, we visualize the pranayam, whatever we are doing. There are other, as I said in the variation, that first you do the Gayatri mantra, then visualize the breath going to the Muladhara with the first mantra. With the second mantra, you visualize the breath going to the Sahasrara chakra, from the Muladhara to Sahasrara. And then finally down again with the third mantra from the Sahasrara to the Muladhara again. And then finally with another chanting of Gayatri mantra, you release. Those who are more practiced, they do this this procedure of up and down 3 times also. Up to 3 times, that is the highest usually, which is possible for most people. Beyond that, it's not advised. This much is the maximum. So you do the Gayatri mantra, take the breath in, chant these three mantras with that up down motion thrice, and then finally release. So that also, then you do it in the reverse direction. So we'll explain what is the bhava with these mantras. Right? So when you chant the Gayatri mantra, you are breathing in the potency of the Lord, the breathing in the whole universe into you. You're taking the whole, merging the whole universe into you. That is also the Kumbhak Rechak procedure where you do another kind of pranayam where you just hold the breath in, another where you hold the breath out, and finally you take the breath in. So that, but here we are talking about this pranayam which we usually understand as Anulom Vilom. Right? Anulom Vilom. So in Anulom Vilom, what we are doing is first we chant the Gayatri mantra so that I am breathing in the whole prana of the universe into me. That is, I am merging the whole universe into me with the bhava of Gayatri mantra Om Bhu Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. So I have explained previously also the bhava of Gayatri mantra. Here we'll do it in the third step. So once we focus that all that power onto the lower chakra, the Mooladhara chakra, we facilitate opening it so that our energies may be more towards the rising towards the higher part, towards the more effulgent part of our being, towards the Sahasrara. So I visualize raising my Shakti, my power from lower to upper through this next mantra, Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. These represent all the 7 chakras through which my energy is going to be rising. So I have to visualize it internally that way. My energy is rising through all my 7 chakras. All the chakras represent giving up the different kinds of bindings that the universe has upon us, right? So releasing ourselves from Bhu chakra represents giving up all my attachments to anything that is composed of Prithvi Tattva, because Prithvi Tattva or Bhu is the Devta or the Devta of the Mooladhara chakra, right? So there I give up my attachments to all things solid, all things material, all things having a solid shape. So Om Bhu. Then Om Bhuva represents the next chakra, which is the Swadhisthana chakra. So that represents giving up all my attachments that is of the nature of Jalam, liquid. So in this way, I slowly give up all those attachments and attain to my highest nature. So I raise my consciousness from the lower chakras by opening up the Kundalini to the highest chakra, whereby all my power is focused into the highest, which is Satyam, the soul reality, the highest reality. So that represents the Sahasrara chakra, so the highest chakra. So once I have brought my energy from the lowest to the highest, I am attaining to a effulgence, that Tejo Mayeta, which I was praying for. Right? And now that Tejo Mayeta is with me, then what do I pray? I chant the Gayatri Mantra. So this Tejasvita is there. So Tat Savitur, when holding my prana at the Sahasrara chakra, I pray the Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nav Prachodya. So Tat Savitu, that highest consciousness, that infinite consciousness, that Surya, that sun, Varenyam, I pine for it, I desire for it, I do Varanam of it, I marry it, I become one with it, I realize its nature as mine, that highest consciousness, I make it mine. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, may it always give me the highest of achievements, highest of capabilities, make me internally invulnerable. Bhargo, and may it establish that Bhargaha as Devasya Dhimahi, as the divine power within my intellect. Within my intellect, and Dhiyo Yo Nav Prachodayat. May my intellect always glow. May that all intellect always glow with that divine power. So once I pray to that, then that divine power is fixed in my Sahasrara chakra. I am glowing with that. Now what? Now I have to bring it down to the world. I have to give it back to the world. I have to use that power to express myself into that world. So Om, Apo, Jyoti, Raso, Amritam. Apaha represents Sat. So as I said in earlier classes also, Apaha represents the reality, the soul reality, Satyam. So may it flow down from Apaha, then Jyoti. So it is the reverse of the seven chakras in their different manifestation. Apo, Jyoti, Raso. So right now, remember, I have done some separation here. I have done some separation here. What is the separation? I am focusing on my essential nature, which is Sat Chit Anand, and that is represented by Apaha. Apaha is Sat, Jyoti is Chit, and Rasa, the inner Rasa, the joy, that is Ananda. So that's Apo, Jyoti, Raso, Amritam. These are the Amritam. These are the eternal parts of my nature. These are the eternal essences of my nature. And when I take these eternal essences of that nature, through that, through those eternal essences of my nature, I permeate the rest of the world. Brahma Bhu Bhuva Swaroham. So that Brahma Tattvam, that I knowing that I am Brahman, I knowing that I am that infinite Lord, may with that bhava I come back to the world and offer it back to the world. Brahma Bhu Bhuva Swaroham. So Bhu Bhuva Swaha represents the lower manifestation of that highest reality. उसमें मैं अपने आप को अर्पण कर दूं. That is pranayam mantra. So it's not something very, very simple. It contains a very, very deep message of that, of me. May I raise my, may raise my concept to myself as the highest reality, and may I use that concept to illuminate all my actions in the world. मेरे सारे कर्म उसी भाव के साथ हों उसके आगे. That is the nature of the pranayam mantra. Is it clear so far now? I just want to pause and ask every one of you. I hope if it's not very confusing or if there is some aspect that you want clarified, then we'll move on. Right? Anyone, is it clear so far? The concept? Yes, Shilpa ji.
सर जी, ये हमें हर दिन करना चाहिए 1 घंटे का हवन?
नहीं,
हवन
आप
या
दो
यज्ञ
आप
मतलब?
1 घंटे का आप मत करो हर दिन. हर एक के पास टाइम नहीं होता है. बट देखो, लोग करते हैं. जो लोग करते हैं वो करते हैं. ले हाँ, नॉट रिटायर्ड. देयर आर सो मेनी अदर पीपल दे डू इट. इट्स नॉट रिटायर्ड ऑलवेज. बट यू डू द 5 मिनट वन. दैट इज व्हाट आई रेकमेंड. सो आप 5 मिनट वाला आप करो. सो 5 मिनट वन यू टेक अ स्मॉल हवन कुंड. यू illuminate that fire, and in that fire you will put the ahuti with Om. In the morning it is Om Surya Swaha because the sun is rising. In evening it is Om Agni Swaha because the sun is setting. So first ahuti with some rice or anna or havan samagri into the fire, which you can ignite with, use gobar uple. You can use something else also. We use a small one. This is a small one we use at home. You can get it anywhere.
And this is the one that I use as a stand for this, like this.
So you can.
Yeah.
So into it you do this 2 offering. Om Surya Swaha, Idam Surya, Idam Namama. That encapsulates the whole bhava of the yagya. But internally, mentally also you can do this whole thing. Otherwise, if possible, I recommend maybe at least once a month you can try doing the whole full one. On some occasion, on some maybe a Sunday or whenever there is a holiday, you can try doing the full, so that you know the concept of the full Agnihotra one also, right? I forgot the second mantra, but I've told it earlier. So Om Surya Swaha, then Om Prajapate Swaha. So Surya Swaha represents the consciousness aspect, the knowledge aspect of the Havan, and Prajapate Swaha represents the world aspect, to my connection with all the people around me. That is represented by Prajapate Swaha. ये सारी प्रजा मेरे से खुश रहे, सारी प्रजा मेरे अनुसार चले, मेरे साथ चले. That is the bhava, right? Okay.
Another question, sir.
Yes.
आपने पहला क्लास जाति का लिया था, इसलिए आई एम कनेक्टिंग इट एंड सेइंग in our shastra it is written कि all jatis could do this havan, कि only brahmans had to do it and ये वो.
it is said that for doing a havan you have to be knowledgeable about the procedure, right? Knowledgeable about the procedure. So everyone should do it. Everyone can do it, the Agnihotra. But if you are not conversant with the procedures, then you don't do it. So Sudra is basically what? Someone who is not conversant, who is not into the knowledge part. So he will follow the guidance of the other jatis. So he will not do the Agnihotra on his own, but it is not denied to him. So you will see in different shastras, all of them used to do. So Vidur used to do, all of them who were said to be, even Vyasacharya was a fisherman. So he used to do, now all of them used to do. So everyone, that it is allowed for everyone. If you are not interested, जैसे हम हो गए आजकल, I'm interested नहीं है. So we don't do it. So those who are not interested should not do it. You should do it in the proper manner. That is the only prescription. मना किसी के लिए नहीं है, हवन सबके लिए है. Right?
जी
Hmm. Yeah. So I think we'll continue then to the next. I'll just share back that text also, because then you will also know what I'm talking about. So this is the pranayama mantra. Through that we align ourselves to that highest knowledge and project that we will be able to use that highest knowledge in every transaction of ours in the world. And then I purify all the parts of my body. So we do the nyasa. So nyasa is you take some water in your hand, and then taking that water, you dip all the different parts of your body. So vang me aye astu. You touch your mouth. So may my vani be purified. May my speech be purified. Then naso me pranaho astu. So you touch your two nostrils, right? So may my prana shakti be purified. May my activity level always remain very, very elevated. And then Kshano me chakshurastu, touch to both eyes. So you touch that water to both eyes. Just do it and you will feel a freshness in your eyes anytime. So may my eyes always be very, very alert or powerful or bright. Then karnayo me shrotramastu, you touch both your ears. Then baho me balamastu, may my arms be endowed with balam, with power, with energy, with shakti. Then urvo me ojovastu, you touch both your legs, so that may my legs also move with that power. And arishtanemi angani manuhutva me saha santu, you sprinkle all. So Arishta, may all the evil powers be destroyed. May they stay away from me. May they not harm my body. May they not harm my body. And so in this way you do the nyasa. So purifying of the whole body. So in what sometimes when we do it shorter, we skip some of these steps also. You don't chant the whole mantra, you just sprinkle the water on your whole body. That is sufficient for the short part also. Then the Prithvi Pujanam mantra, because you are doing everything on Dhartima. So you have to be thankful that she is giving you the space to manifest. So Om Prithvi Tvaya Drita Devi Tom Vishnadrita Tamcha Dharya Mam Devi Pavitram Kuru Chasanam. Sorry, I should bring this up. Om Prithvi Tvaya Drita Loka Devi Vishnadrita Tamcha Dharya Mam Devi Pavitram Kuru Chasanam. So you take some water in your hand, and this time instead of sprinkling on yourself, you sprinkle on the earth around you in a circular motion. So all of that. So in this way, you take it and sprinkle all of it. So that represents our thankfulness to this Prithvi. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka. You hold all the worlds. On you all the worlds exist. O Devi. Devi Vishnuna Dhrita. You are endowed with the power of Vishnu, the power of the Lord, right? So Vishnu has two in different systems. One is the two wives, one is Bhudevi and one is Lakshmi Devi. So both are there. So in Varaha avatar also, it is shown that Varaha is with Prithvi Devi. So Tvamcha Dharyam Mam Devi. May you hold me, may you bear me, may you give me the place to perform my actions. Pavitram Kuruchasanam. So I purify the asanam, the place where I'm sitting on, because I have to sit in a very clean and nice place. So I have to sit in that place. So therefore I do the Prithvi Pujanam. And then these are so many Kalash Pujanam mantra. You use one of them. Don't use all. So you take the Kalasham. In that you fill the water that you are going to use for the puja. Then you take a sacred thread, you take the moli and you tie it around that. And then while tying it, you also in that you offer some akshat, chandan, pushpa. So usually we offer some chandanam, we offer some kumkum and a small amount of rice, and that we offer into that kalasham. So कलशस्य मुखे विष्णु कंठे रुद्र समाश्रिता मूले तत्स्थितो ब्रह्म मध्ये matri grinasma smritaha. So I invoke all the devas, because this water is going to be used for the rest of the process also. So I invoke all the devas, Vishnu, then Rudra, and Brahma. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all are invoked here in this. And Madhye Matri Gina. Within that, in the center is that maternal power. Because without maternal power, nothing can be ordered, nothing can be beautiful, nothing can be benevolent or beneficial. So in this way, you do the Kalash Pujanam. Of course, there a lot of people invoke the mantra invoking all the rivers also. So Om Gange cha Yamuna cha Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. So that is also used. You can use that also. So in different systems, different mantra is used. You are free to use all of that. So all of these involve the sense of purity that I have invoked for myself, that should now be applied to whatever actions that I'm going to perform. It should be applied to all of those actions, right? So when you apply to all of those actions, then those actions also become endorsed. So my input is now pure, my output should also become pure. That is the sense of this Kalash Pujanam, right? And then next is the Deva Pujanam. So usually in a lot of traditions, like when we do this in Chinmay Mission or some others also, so we usually chant the Guru Stotram or the Guru, only just the Guru mantra, that Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama. So that is the one. But some people, they chant the whole Guru Stotram. So I would not recommend that. That is a separate part of sadhana. So that is not necessary. And a lot of other mantras are also used in this Deva Pujanam. So all that is not there. And then you invoke all the different powers that are going to be available there, that they will be available for you during the Homa. So Sarva Deva Namaskaram. So all of these involve processes which, if you have better understanding, your Homa, your Havanam is going to be more successful. So Om Siddhi Buddhi Sai Sriman Maha Ganadhipate Namaha. So first Devta Ganadhipati. Why? He is the Lord of the Ganas. Everything, Gana is what? Anything that can be counted. इसकी भी आप गणना कर सकते हो. Anything that is manifest, anything that is available for transaction, the Lord Ganpati Ganesh rules over that. Therefore, he is the Pratham Pujya. There is the Puranic story also of why he has done that, but that is just an allegorical representation. But the concept behind that is that Ganapati is not just something that, if you look at the Vedas, in the Vedas you will find Ganapati. That mantra that we chant daily, Om Gananam Tva Ganpati, that is directly from the Vedas, where you will not find the mention of even Vishnu, Mahesh and Brahma in the Vedas. So that these are all concepts. They are all present, but in concept form, not in the form that they are present in the Puranic literature. So therefore, Ganeshji represents the first, because everything that has to be, that can be counted means its first manifestation. So he is the Lord of first manifestation. So pehle Ganeshji ko. So sometime back, like, I'm remembering just how kids teach us. So I do my daily puja, and my son said, "Why are you not starting it with Ganpati?" So that is why I added that mantra also. So I have that routine which I somehow internally learned, but then that thing also he asked me to add, so I added. तो हम बच्चों से सीखते हैं. So that is how you learn. So, so first you invoke the Lord of Beginnings, right? The Lord of Ganaha. Then Om Lakshmi Narayana Namah. Because once the creation has happened, once the beginnings have happened, then converting that into wealth is Lakshmi Devi. Converting that into a utilizable form, into a form that is beneficial for us, that is Lakshmi Devi. And Narayana, the one who maintains it all. Right? So the one who, so we evoke Lakshmi Narayana Bhyam. And Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha. Then we Shiva and Parvati we invoke as the ones who will be available to bless us to achieve all our aims. जो भी वरदान मांगते हैं ना, सबसे ज्यादा शिव के पास जाते हैं. Yeah, because he is Bhole Baba. He gives everything unconditionally. He doesn't see the who is asking. He just sees that he has the bhava, he has the capacity to hold, to maybe hold on to whatever has been given. So he gives unconditionally. So Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha, we invoke them. Then Vani Hiranyagarbhabhyam Annam. So that is Vani represents Saraswati Devi, the through whom the Vedas are invoked or recited. And then Hiranyagarbha represents Brahmaji, the universal subtle body, the universal सूक्ष्म शरीर जहां से सब उत्पन्न होके आता है. So therefore we invoke them also. Right? Shachi Purandharabhyam, Matri Pitri Charan Kamlebhyo Namah. The parents also you invoke. Then you evoke your Kul Devata. We all have a Kul Devata. If we learn through the name of our Kula, we can find that. We can allocate our Devatas. So like our Kul Devata is Hanumanji in his young form. So Bira, Mahavir ka Bira ji. And then Kuldevi is Shailputri. So all of us have our, as we study our name and our Gotra, we can find that. So they are the ones who are always beneficial for our family, our lineage. So we invoke them also. Then Ishta Devtabhyo. We all have an Ishta Devta, one who is dearest to us according to our nature. जैसा हमारा nature होता है वैसे हमारा इष्ट होता है. So that Ishta Devta is always available to us to bless us in whatever we know. Then Grama Devtabhya, the one who blesses the area that we live in. Gram. So today we are in cities, so that is also a Grama. Grama means a collection, getting together of people. So Grama represents the Sabhyata or the society. Our society is mainly Aranya, jungle based. Because the first 25 years of our society are supposed to be spent in the ashram, which is again in a jungle. Only the next 25 are supposed to be spent in the Gramam. In Vanaprastha also you are supposed to spend in the Aranyam. And sannyas also in the Aranya. So ours is Aranya, more of individual realization of our potentiality. Right? So that is the highest. Grama is where we spend the area where we are connected with the people around us. So Grama Devtabhya, we have to invoke them also. Then Sthana Devtabhya, wherever we are sitting, there is a Sthan Devta. Devta is what? The consciousness that is holding together a certain entity. उसके बिना वो खत्म हो जाएगा. जैसे शरीर से ये जीव देवता निकल गए तो शरीर खत्म. The body will decay and destroy. So Sthana Devta is the one who is upholding up that Sthana, the consciousness that is holding up that place. Then Vastu Devtabhya, the one who is going to decide about the auspiciousness of any place. So Vastu, the Sarvato Bhadra Chakra we use. So we divide into the 16 by 16 squares, 64 squares. Each has a different devta. So they represent how Vastu is calculated for a place. So Vastu represents basically how a place can be made into an auspicious temple of God. Any place. That is Vastu Devta. So these are all more intimate concepts, not required for Yagya, but we just understand the basic principle. So Sarvebhyo Devebhyo, all the. So in case I have forgotten something, all we are including. कोई नाराज मत हो जाना. And then Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namaha. All the Brahmins we have to, because they are the ones who bless. They are the ones who carry the blessings of the divine beings to us because of their knowledge, because of their connection to them. हर एक का कनेक्शन नहीं हो सकता, जिसका कनेक्शन हो गया वो ब्राह्मण हो गया. And then etat karma pradhan Sri Gayatri Devi Namah. So this is a Gayatri Devi Havan, because Gayatri represents that knowledge which through which everything happens. So that is Gayatri Devi. So the punyam punyaham dirgham ayu astu. So my target is punyam for a Havan. पुण्य के लिए करते हैं हम सारे. So may that punya always be available through me. And dirghamayu, may my life be long. So that is always desired. So in this way, through all of these feelings, we enter into the yagya, and then we'll carry forward with the next process, remaining process in the next class. So for now, we'll wind up for today. So time is up, and we'll continue. So I will stop the recording here, and we can ask questions later. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.